Hello, so we're back, and this time we have a proper nice laptop to repair. It's a ASUS ROG Strix, yeah? Not sure what CPU and GPU we have inside. Yeah, but this is a proper nice gaming laptop. Pressing the power button, the laptop it is coming on, but no picture on the screen. I mean, nothing, and the fans are spinning at full speed. Now, this laptop has a caused fault. Yes, someone caused the fault. The job is coming from a computer business. What the customer is saying, hi, sorry, in order for you to try, ASUS gaming laptop powers on, no display. Previous repair shop mess around with it. It was working prior to them having it. Now it only powers on without display. They also ripped off one of the case LED cable headers. Okay, so this is a strange email. So if the laptop was working, why the laptop it was on a computer shop for repair? Quite strange, but we should check for like cause damage. Let me open the laptop quickly. Let's have a look inside. Now, caused faults, a fault which is caused by someone, are very hard to be repaired. And actually are very hard to be found because the fault has no logic. We fix stuff, yeah, based on a fault logic. I mean, usually the components are getting problems are components under pressure, yeah, like MOSFETs, like ICs. No RGB cables, and not RGB cables. And the laptop is open. Yeah, definitely this is a nice motherboard. So what can be the problem? I mean, yeah, the seal is broken here, so someone took out the heatsink. RAM memory, we can try RAM memory. Yeah, we can. RAM memory, so we swap the RAM memory, pressing the power button, the laptop it is coming on. But the fans are still spinning at full speed. So yeah, it's not the RAM. Yeah, nothing. Still dead. Fan spinning at full speed indicate a BIOS issue if we have an Intel CPU. Let me unplug the battery and let's disconnect the heatsink. Let's take out the heatsink. And the heatsink is out. Yeah, we have a AMD CPU. Let's check the coils. This coil is fine. This one is fine. 0 ohms. Why a coil it will have 0 ohms? This is the RAM memory. Yeah, so check here. The RAM memory capacitor is beeping on the both sides. How the RAM memory power supply can have 0 ohms? 0 ohms. The other coils, I'm not checking the CPU and GPU. The other coils are good. Yeah. So I think we found the problem. 11 ohms this small power supply. Not sure what is this, but it's related probably with the VRAM. Also, this one is for the VRAM, and it's good. This probably is the charging coil. I will say let's focus on this problem. Clearly, this is the issue. So I'm gonna come with the power supply. Power supply. We need a grounder. Let me grab the thermal camera. Thermal camera is here. I mean, if it's a cause fault, yeah, why the main power relay is not shorted? I mean, how the RAM power supply died having 0 ohms? Usually the high side MOSFET is getting shorted. But let's see. Let me lower the voltage. Yeah, 1 volt. And coming on the coil. It's taking no current. Wait 1 second. Yeah, ground is good. It's taking no current at all. I mean, how? We checked together, it was short. Let's check one more time. It's not short anymore. It was short. We checked together. It was short. Has 0 ohms. You remember? We checked together. Okay. Let's put the RAM memory back. Heatsink, just to see what the laptop is doing. Heatsink, plug in the battery. Battery is plugged. And let's press the power button. Yeah, the laptop it is on. Here you can see the RGB. And the fan is not spinning. Huh? No, it's not spinning. It was spinning at full speed before. Hmm? Yeah, of course we reset the BIOS, so we have to wait a little bit. The fan is spinning at full speed. Okay, that's not okay. Let's check the RAM voltage. So the RAM voltage is 0 volts. Yeah, we have no RAM voltage at all. No, nothing. 0 volts. I mean, definitely it will not work with 0 volts on the RAM memory. 2.5 volts, I'm assuming this one is from RAM also, and is present. But 1.2, we don't have 1.2. BIOS chip, we have 1.8. Here we have 16.8. Okay, this is the charging coil actually. Here we have 5 volts. It's one more coil here. I'm assuming this one is the 3.3 one. Yeah, 3.3. No, we have no RAM voltage. Nothing. Okay. Disconnecting the battery. Let's check again for short. The coil is not shorted. Not anymore. We have 92 ohms because we have the RAM plugged in. But you can see it has infinite resistance. Still, the power supply is not working. The RAM one. So let's have a look at the driver of this power supply. So the coil is driven by the two MOSFETs, but we can't see the driver. No. So I think we have to take the motherboard out in order to check the driver. Okay, just give me like few minutes to take the motherboard out. For me, it's looking like some one of the MOSFETs, the low side MOSFET has like a floating gate. Because otherwise I cannot explain why once show me like 0 ohms, and we check here, and we check on the run capacitor and it was 0 ohms. And on the next second, it's fine. And the motherboard, it's out. No liquid damage. The driver should be somewhere here. Where is the driver? Here is the EC chip. Yeah, we have a IT chip. Do you think this can be the driver, this one? Let's see. Let's check together. Let me make some space. You know what? Can be the driver, yeah. Yeah, can be the driver. But the thing is looking fine. Here we have the EC chip. Looking fine. Okay, let me plug the battery. I mean, I'm not sure how we can check this chip. Because somehow we have to power on the motherboard. Let me check the MOSFET gates here. Give me 1 second. So this MOSFET is good. And the gate with source is good. Gate with source. What is there? Check that. 1 ohm. Why we have 1 ohm between gate and source? But check here, yeah? Source with drain is not shorted. And you'll say, yeah, sorry, you found the problem, the MOSFET. No, I don't believe it's the MOSFET. I believe it's actually the chip. Can we check that? Yeah, we can. So let's remove the driver. Yeah, this one. Pin number 1 there. A little bit of rosin, liquid rosin. Good. Hot air, 480 degrees. %50 air. It will take some time because this board it will suck the heat. If we are removing the chip and the gateway source is still shorter, then it's the MOSFET. Okay, so the chip is out. Now let's go and check the MOSFET. The MOSFET gateway source is not shorted. I told you it's not the MOSFET. You see, no short. No, nothing. No short. Yeah, the multimeter is good. So the MOSFETs are good. The problem is the chip. The solution is replacing the IC. Not sure what IC it is. But for me, this fault is strange. I mean, how a computer shop can cause a short between gate and source? Kind of weird. So let's solder the chip back and let's check one more time, yeah? Just to be sure indeed the chip is dead. And the chip, it is soldered on place. Let's see. Let me cool down the chip. Good. So checking again. It's not short anymore. Explain that. Huh? Explain that. Why it's not short anymore? Hmm? You can't explain it, right? Yeah. I know. I know. Let me grab the laptop. Okay, so we plug the ribbon cables. Not sure which one is the power button. We forgot the screen. Good. Plug in the battery. Pressing the power button. And the laptop is doing nothing. Yeah, it's coming on. It's coming on. Yeah. It is coming on. The fan not spinning. Let's wait because we reset the BIOS. Yeah, I should check the RAM voltage. Yeah, let's do it. Let's check the RAM voltage. So the RAM voltage. Check on the screen. Check on the screen. 1.2. We have picture. That's crazy. How? Yeah, we have picture. Huh? Let me shut down the laptop because we have no screws at the heatsink, nothing. So what do you think about this kind of fault? Tricky. Remember we had a MacBook, same like 5 ohms on the main power, and I go in the power supply, the short goes, and laptop worked. So what was the fault here? We have no idea. But the point I'm trying to make is when something is looking weird or the way how the fault occur, then try to resolder that chip one more time. I mean, you'll never know. Like we did here, we just resoldered the chip back and the chip suddenly started working again. Okay, just give me like few minutes to put all back together. Okay, you know what? This is the worst design I ever seen on a laptop. I mean, you have the Wi-Fi antenna coming to the board, and you have the Wi-Fi card with the connectors. They are connected to the board. I mean, it took me like 10 minutes to put the connectors back. That's crazy. I mean, what is the point? It's like it's so bad because you're losing like 0.5 decibel on every connector on RF. So connecting the antenna here, then connecting the Wi-Fi card there, you already lose like 1 decibel. No, sorry, I forgot about these connectors. Yeah, that's another 0.5 decibels. Okay, everything is back in place. Plug in the battery. Let's plug the customer RAM memory. Customer RAM memory. Good. Pressing the power button. And the laptop it is coming on. Getting warm nicely. We have picture, but no sound. Should be some startup sound, right? I mean, the speakers are connected. F10. Okay. Let's see if it's loading the windows. The fans are not spinning anymore, which is good. No, it's not loading the windows. I mean, the SSD is detected, but it looks like it's no Windows on it. CPU fan spinning. Actually, no, it's not spinning. Why is saying it's spinning? Oh, 0 RPM. Okay. Well, I'm assuming the laptop is fixed, yeah? Good. Let me shut down the laptop. Perfect. I mean, this was, easier than I expected. I expected, not being able to fix it. I spoke with the customer and I tell him, all what I can try is like a BIOS. Because, laptop coming on, picture usually the CPU, the chipset. But, remember the yesterday video, I believe? Yeah, or 2 days video ago. It was a RAM slot. Actually, it was a combination RAM slot, which we clean it and start working, and the RAM memory. When we are pressing on the RAM memory, we see like squares on the screen. So yeah, RAM memory, it's probably the first thing to check before doing a BIOS. Happy I helped the customer. I'm gonna stop here. I will say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, if you find my content being helpful, don't forget you can support this channel by pressing the join button, and you can get instantly access to our members only cool collection and Discord private channels for support with your repairs. Also, you can have a look on our United Kingdom eBay, where you can find some cool and unique products, United States eBay store, or our Patreon page. Thank you.